I wanted to get on here and attempt to stream a little bit for the first time. I'm hoping to do this a little bit more in the future. So if you like this, definitely follow along, like and subscribe, as they say. So I got onto Fusion today to update the files for our ATC pedestals, and we needed to change a couple tools. And so each one of these you see here, we have op1, op2, and you can see they're labeled pretty clearly. So that's a 4 base, 3 base. So there's an op1 and an op2. And we do one and done fixtures, so both of them get selected and posted. And I was going through each one, and I had done this one, maybe the most first, I would say. And the thing that I caught here, which maybe you're aware of this and you have caught this error already, but it was new to me, and I kind of checked in with some of the team on Fusion, and actually the venerable Rob Lockwood. I'm trying to change this so you can see a little bit better. Maybe that's better. If you're watching this, you should definitely try out the chat. I have not seen if this works or if anybody's actually watching this. It says there's a whole one person, so you might also be watching this on a replay. But this seemed new to me. It seemed like it had something to do with an update recently, and so we accidentally skimmed the top of our fixture, which I thought could have been way worse based on this, what I would call a bug. And so I was going through each of these files, and I didn't touch the adaptive, which turned out to be the problem. But I think this could be the case for any of these operations that have settings. So what the problem ended up being is I tweaked something down here, and then I needed to kind of, I think I generated the whole setup, posted it. So I posted one of these. I went post, or I edited it, and then I posted it. And we skimmed the top of the fixture right here, and I was like, what the heck? Like, there should be stock to leave. That's weird. And forever I have forever I have programmed such that I use axial stock to leave. So as you can see, we have 20 thousandths here. So that's the bottom of my toolpath, and then this is my fixture. I do 20 thousandths axial stock to leave so that basically I don't cut the fixture. And I've also selected, hopefully you can see this, I'm going to make sure. Yes, might be a little small. I have selected the bottom height being this face of my fixture. And then this is updated now, but this used to be 0. Oh, there's ads. Sorry. I've never done this before. Let me see if I can turn them off. Turn off lower earnings potential. Churn how much? No. Maybe off. So that's for each video. I don't know. Conservative? I think you'll get to watch it back without the ads, I hope. I'm not sure. I've never done this, but if it sucks this time, I will improve the next time. Anyway, back to what I was attempting to do here. So I would previously set a bottom of my operation, which is this adaptive clearing, to the top of my fixture, and I would do a axial stock to leave of 20 thousandths. So that means lift it up 20 thousandths. Now watch if I generate this currently. So what happens, I open up this file, it's 2 years old. I generated, just gonna take a second. See how we just cut to the top of the surface there, even though I have 20 thousandths axial stock to leave. So what happened is we ended up having a tiny skimming at the top of our fixture, which is pretty annoying. Oh, that's good, Dylan. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it's a feature. I was not happy about it. And, you know, if any of these other things had happened to be a little bit taller, which we're obviously not putting things above where our bottom is, but it just felt wrong that suddenly it changed. And so I can show you this in another case where, say I'm opening this file, this setup, op1, it's already been updated. So you can see it's cutting to the top. But basically, I'm opening up the file, generating, and it's dropping my bottom and not respecting the axial stock to leave anymore. So I think it maybe has to do with this new avoid machine stuff, and I can't get the fixture to respect an axial stock to leave. It like puts it up in the air. So if I say that's 20 thousandths, I think my computer's unhappy streaming and trying to generate cam. See what it's doing here? So now I'm not even getting down low enough. And I tried to turn off axial stock to leave, and that didn't do anything. I spent like an hour and a half messing around with this, trying to figure out where it used to, like what I used to do didn't work anymore. And I'll give you the answer here in a second for what I figured out anyway. I've watched a lot of people stream, and it's odd how silent it is on my side. And I'm used to like them reacting to people chatting and stuff, and yet I'm just looking at my iPhone. So yeah, there's the update. It still isn't going down where I want it to, which is below, like the actual distance here is something like, I can't see me on my phone, 33 thousandths. So I still have, 10, 13 thousandths that I should be able to have clear between those two. It probably has to do with the step downs and all that, but the answer to how I figured out how to do this, and Rob seemed to corroborate the same thing, is to set the bottom height to what you want your offset to be, which makes sense. I'm not going to say that's wrong, but that it changed without any warning and I just posted it and ran it was pretty ridiculous to me. So the axial stock to leave, I can leave here and it doesn't seem to care, and so that I think that's going to respect my model properties versus this texture back here of aluminum is really nice. If you're not seeing, I feel like that got updated. So I need the bottom height to have something, and it doesn't seem to matter anymore fixture wise if I do it this way. Oh, I didn't change that other part. Oh, I'm glad I'm making this video. It's probably going to be a mess, but anyway, I decided at 4 o'clock to try and, 3:55 to try and do a live stream for the first time. But I've been thinking about this. I want to kind of potentially do it once a week. Maybe take some questions and like potentially do it on Twitch. It seems like that's the place to do it, and then maybe sync them to YouTube later. So if you have thoughts, let me know with comments. And then also, like, I'll probably put up some type of form, or you can like message me on Instagram or something if you have thoughts about like doing Fusion or, I don't know, business related things, and we can do a little live stream once a week and kind of schedule it out so that it's not just spontaneous on a Wednesday at 4:45 p.m. So it's doing it right. This is what I want it to do. And to recap what I ended up doing here, and I would go check, if you're opening up old files, my warning, big flashing lights, is watch your heights, because something, we know that the heights have changed, and it depends on which operation you're opening, that this kind of stuff changes. We also, in the last couple of years, I think it's probably in the last, 6 months, the avoid machine feature stuff has come out, and that doesn't seem to care. Like, I tried avoid surface, I tried all these things, and it didn't do what I wanted. So this was my answer, and I would hope that it stays 20 thousandths off the bottom that I've selected now, because that would be even more frustrating to me. But this worked, and we are successfully cutting parts. So if this was helpful, I would hope you'd leave a like and subscribe potentially, and I will try to keep doing this. My name is Justin, and this is PDX CNC. So I don't know how to stop this now, so we'll figure that out. But hopefully, it's saying I have no data right now as my stream. So what if I push this button?